Hello everyone. Today we will discuss average and RMS value of different kind of waveform that are square or rectangular wave shape, and they are also periodic in nature. If you see this particular waveform, this waveform having time period of 2 seconds, it is periodic with 2-second time period. So for this waveform our time period is 2 seconds. Now, if you analyze the average value, so average value is defined as area of cycle in time t divided by total time t. If you analyze this particular waveform, this waveform having value of 6 ampere for the time 0 to 1 second and having -6 value for time 1 to 2 second. So the area of cycle is for the first half cycle, if you see, it is 6 into 1, and for another second half cycle it is -6 into 1 divided by total time period is 2 seconds. So this is a symmetrical waveform. So for the symmetrical waveform the average value will be 0. Now calculate the RMS value. RMS value is the square root of area of I square in time t divided by total time t. So here this I square is 6 square for time 0 to 1 second, and it is a -6 square for time 1 to 2 second. Now you can easily calculate this RMS, that is square root of area of I square. It is 6 square into 1 plus -6 square into 1 divided by total time is time period 2 second. So here we can easily calculate our RMS value is 6 ampere. Now calculate average and RMS value for the given waveform. In this waveform is periodic with 2 seconds. So the time period of this waveform is 2 seconds. Now calculate the average value. For average value, this particular waveform having two separate shapes for the first half cycle. This is the area, and for the second half cycle, this is the area. So calculate the average value by taking the area for first half cycle and second half cycle. For first half cycle our area is 6 into 1 length into base, and for the second half cycle our area is -2 into base value is 1 divided by total time is 2 seconds. So our value is 4 by 2. So I average is calculated as 2 ampere. Now calculate the RMS value. For the RMS value, it is the square root of area of I square for time period t. I square is for the first half cycle is It is 6 square into 1, and for the second half cycle amplitude is -2, that is -2 square into 1 divided by total time period is t. So calculated RMS is square root of 6 square plus 2 square divided by time period is 2 second, 36 plus 4 divided by 2, that is 40 by 2. So the IRMS is square root of 20 ampere. Now calculate the average and RMS value for this wave shape. In this wave shape, our time period is 3 seconds. This wave is repeated by 3 seconds, and calculate average and RMS value. So here our time period is 3. So the average value I average is equals to area of first half cycle, that is 6 into 1, plus area of second half cycle is -2 into base length is 2 divided by total time period 3 seconds. So it is 6 minus 2 into 2, 4 divided by 3. So the average value is 2 by 3 ampere. Now calculate the RMS value. For RMS value, it is the square root of area of I square divided by total time t. For the first half cycle, the area of I square is 6 square into 1, plus for the second half cycle it is -2 square into 2 divided by total time period is 3 seconds. So it is calculated as 36 plus 2 to the 4 and 4 into 2, 8 divided by 3. So it is square root of 44 divided by 3 ampere. So this is the RMS value. These are the different waveform shapes by taking the square and rectangular wave shape forms. So calculate the average and RMS value by this concept.